So I'm starting a new series called Nail Therapy, where I do my nails and we chit chat about, just being mentally, physically, spiritually well. Talk about our problems, talk about solutions to our problems. So, in this Tupperware here, I have all my nail stuff because I'm in the process of building another nail polish rack. There's some nail polish up on my racks, but most of it's in here. Today I want to do Chinese New Year nails. So, I gotta pick out some colors here. I'm gonna go for a red and a gold. Ooh, these pretty gold decals might look nice with it. So today, and the reason why I wanted to start this nail therapy session is because I completed my class that I've been taking, and it's like a mental health class. It's kind of like a self-help course, and I learned a lot from it, and I wanted to apply some things I learned. I'm going to take the class again, actually, because I had so much fun with the class, so I'm going to take it again. So let me kind of introduce you to my own mental status. I have been diagnosed with 3 different mental illnesses, and I am self-diagnosed with another mental illness, and my main diagnosis is bipolar type 1, and that has really impacted my daily life. It impacts the function of my daily life. But even though it impacts the function of my daily life, it does not impact who I am as a person. I'm still a good person, even though I do not let my illness define who I am, even though it impairs my daily life. Another illness I have been diagnosed with is dissociative amnesia disorder, and that is really dangerous when I do have that. It's usually when I'm in a psychotic state that I have it, and I just can't recall anything. I can't remember what's going on. I don't really have any idea what's going on while it's going on. It's a really weird disorder, and it's kind of a mystery to me. I haven't been able to find much information about it online, so I'd like to learn more about it. And then the other thing I've been diagnosed with is general anxiety. I don't really have social anxiety, but I have general anxiety, where I just am nervous about random things that I shouldn't be nervous about. I'm finding all kinds of good stuff. I was kind of worried that I wouldn't have anything, but I'm seeing all kinds of good stuff in here. A lot of people I'm close to suffer with major depressive disorder, and though I don't really understand the disorder as much as I understand my own disorder, I try to understand it. I might use this one, especially now since someone I really care about's going through some hard time right now. It's been on my mind a lot lately. So I figured we could talk about things that I do to keep myself well. Staying busy is one thing. When I don't stay busy, I tend to get depressed or into trouble. But if I stay busy with hobbies, then I stay out of trouble most of the time. My creativity usually keeps me busy. Found some pigs. I was hoping I'd find pigs. We got 4 pigs. Okay, let's get on with these nails. So, here's the stuff I've selected. I've got this Wet n Wild polish, and there is no color name on it, but it's a beautiful red. I've got this Color Club polish in, I don't know, it's a gold art polish. I've got this Emori red polish, and this is like the perfect red. And then I got this Jasmine LaBelle gold polish, and then I've got this gold polish that I made myself that is probably the polish I'm going to use. I named this Pharaoh's Treasure. And then as far as decorating it, I've got 4 little pigs. I've got these red rhinestones. I've got this pearl. Maybe I'll do one of the red nails pearl or one of the gold nails pearl. I've got gold striping tape. And I've got gold designs. So we'll see what we come up with for this. But first I gotta take off my toenail polish. And my nail polish is already removed. So, what I was reading was how to deal with somebody that's going through depression. I go through depression, but I go through bipolar depression, which is different than like other types of depression. Bipolar depression, I don't know, it's really different. It's like, for me, bipolar depression doesn't really last all that long. It's usually, the most it'll last is like maybe 3 months. But it's not like, I've been suicidal with bipolar depression before, but I don't really get suicidal with bipolar depression anymore. I don't know. Bipolar depression to me is like not wanting to get out of bed and not wanting to do anything productive with your life. And I'm not sure really what major depression's like, but it's like that on a daily basis, I think. I don't know. Maybe some people with major depression can enlighten me what it's like to have major depression. But I was reading what you should do if somebody has major depression and is going through a depressive episode, and it said do not give up on the person. Keep reaching out to them. Keep trying to motivate them to be happy. You know, don't get angry at them, but just keep trying to stay positive. And exercise does really help with depression, but sometimes you're just too depressed to get up and go out and exercise. But once you do it, does really help. So I do suggest exercise to help with your depression. Especially when you exercise and get past that awkward stage of losing weight and start getting into the hot stage of looking sexy after you lost weight, then it really helps with depression. Helps give you confidence. I've been really depressed the past, pretty much all of 2017 I was depressed, and part of that had to do with I had a psychotic break in 2016, at the end of 2016. I got really depressed afterwards, but once I had time to heal, I think I'm just starting to heal now, actually. I think I've been depressed for quite a while. And what really I noticed was it was more had to do with my vitamin deficiencies, I think, because I was super deficient in vitamin B6 and vitamin B12. So I started taking the right forms of vitamin B6 and vitamin B12, and I have never felt so great. So I think it's really starting to work. Ooh, this is really pretty. I'm painting the big toe with Pharaoh's Treasure. I think I'm going to alternate between gold and red on the toes. I'll probably do the same thing on the hands too. Now I'm going to use the Wet n Wild red on the toe next to the big toe. So this Pharaoh's Treasure is basically, it's like a gold that has tons of glitter in it. It's mostly gold, but there's multicolored glitter in there too. And you know, it kind of reminds me of fireworks. It reminds me of coins and fireworks and stuff like that. All that really screams Chinese New Year's to me. And I'm just going to alternate back and forth between those polishes on the nails. And then I'm going to do the same. It's going to be mirrored on the other foot. So yeah, I really think that my depression had a lot to do with my vitamin deficiency. Because I feel like my depression's pretty much gone now. I do feel like I have I feel like I have a lot of anxiety right now. I don't really have depression right now. I have anxiety, and I can tell you why. I know why. I have a lot of anxiety because this person who I care about is going through a depression right now, so I'm constantly worrying about them, hoping they'll be okay. But there's only so much I can do right now to help my friend, so I have to try not to worry. You know, try and be there for them. But in the end, only they can get themselves out of their situation. It's funny how emotions are like waves, you know, like one wave bounces off another. So one person's emotions can impact another person's emotions. Maybe I'll just stick to plain red and gold on my toenails. I think I'll save all 4 of the pigs for my fingernails. I think I am going to do them pointed. I just realized my gel nail polishes are buried somewhere in there and I gotta find them before I get started. I cannot find my foundation anywhere in here. I've ripped this to shreds. So what I think I'm going to do, since I can't find my foundation, is I'm going to use a gel polish. I have to pick the right one though, because it's going to be my base. So, what's this one? I think this one would be pretty. This one's like a glittery bronze kind of color. So I'll do that one. We'll see how this goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the nail. This is ASP in the shade, I'll tell you the shade name in just a second. Zanzibar. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over, let it sit for about 30 seconds, and now I'm gonna cure it. And I'm going to go over with another layer just to make sure it gets nice and thick. Okay, now it's time to paint over that beautiful polish with the polishes that we picked out, because we want it to be gold and red. So I'm painting over the thumb with the Pharaoh's Treasure, making it more golden. And then I'm painting over the pointer with the Wet n Wild. Ooh, that looks really good with the gel polish underneath. And then I'm going to do the middle finger, this Jasmine Labelle gold, which is kind of like a white gold. And then I'm going to do the ring finger, the red again. And the pinky I'm going to be doing with the Pharaoh's Treasure. And then I'm going to spray that all down with some Demert. I'm going to go over the thumb again with Pharaoh's Treasure. I think I'm going to leave one coat on these 3 fingers, and I'm going to go over the pinky again with Pharaoh's Treasure. And spray that one more time with your Demert. Okay, on that middle finger there, I'm going to take this Born Pretty powder. And this is like a pearl powder. So I'm going to take that Born Pretty powder and I don't know if this is really working as I planned. It kind of looks cool though. I'm going to keep rubbing to see what happens. I like it. It's not what I intended, but it looks cool. Now let's open this up and see what we got in here. So I think I'm going to use this one here on the pointer. That looks good. Now I think I'm going to add some striping tape to that. So I have some gold striping tape here. I'm going to try and jazz this up a little. So I'm adding striping tape on each side, making it go down to the point of the stiletto tip. I almost want to leave that one just plain red because it's so beautiful. I think I will. And then the gold ones I'll put the pigs on. And then I was going to put a pig on there. No, I'll put the red rhinestones on the middle finger. I think I'm going to do the red rhinestones going down the center of finger. Now that's looking awesome. Okay, so now we need to add our pigs. I think I want to do some lanterns and then pigs with lanterns. So I'm just going to freehand some lanterns on here. And now to add a pig. I think I'm going to write 2019 on this one in red. Maybe I'll put another pig on the thumb, because I kind of like that just being 2019. So I think I'll put 2 pigs on the thumb. That is so cute. Oh, I love it. Okay, now it's time to go over everything with the top coat. So on this hand I have piggies with lanterns, and I have some filigree, and I have some rhinestones, and I have a plain red nail, and I have 2019, and it's basically the same on the other hand.